In this video, we're going to show you how to grow green beans at home. I love growing green beans at home because they're really easy to do. They grow pretty healthy, with minimal maintenance. They don't need to be started indoors, so we're going to start these here right now outdoors. And they grow fast and they put out a lot of vegetables, so you can be enjoying fresh, crisp green beans all summer long. So all we're going to need is some seeds. I got these at seedsavers.org. You can find that online. They'll ship them to you. Or most garden and home improvement stores will have them, particularly in the spring. Then we got some soil. This is Miracle-Gro potting mix. You can plant them directly into the ground, or here we're using a pot, so I'm using my deck. They grow into pretty big bushes. This is a 14-inch across at the top. It's 5 gallon. So I'm gonna do one plant in here. And then you can use a little spade or even your finger to put this in. But first we're gonna prep this soil by getting it wet. So in order for the seed to germinate, you need the soil to be wet. You could just pour a little bit of water in the middle where you're gonna put the seed, but I'm gonna use actually my garden hose right here on a light shower, and I'm just gonna give it a nice little misting. You don't wanna drench it, and this does have drains at the bottom, right? So you don't want standing water, so this will drain through, but what I like to do this is that it's gonna be sitting outside in the hot sun. I don't have to put more water to keep the seed wet as frequently. Now the soil's we're ready to get our bean in here. One quick other thing though, you gotta consider the type of bean you're gonna use. These are Empress beans. I like them because they're a bush bean, meaning they grow into a nice big bush. I'll show you at the end what that looks like when they're fully mature, but you don't need any trellis or other things. Because if it's not a bush bean, it's gonna need like a fence or a trellis to hang on. Otherwise it's just gonna grow out and right down to the side. So I like to find a bush bean. So now we got our seed. Some people will tell you to put 2 or 3 of these in here and then make sure one sprouts. And then you can thin it out down to 1, but in the last couple of years I've had pretty good confidence in the one sprouting. So I'm gonna put this guy about 1 inch down. It's honestly real simple. We're just gonna drop it in the hole there. It's about 1 inch down, and then we're just gonna cover it back up. Just a little bit of firm pressure there, and there we're good. Now this guy should sprout. A lot of times they'll say 8 to 10 days, but the last couple of years I've seen them coming out as fast as 5 days. So after about 2 months, this is what your green bean plant will look like. It's fully matured and it's got delicious green beans ready to harvest. Time to enjoy.